So our breath is a great tool to self-regulate our emotions and our feelings. The stillness helps us to view the content of our mind and the stories we create around those sensations of annoyance or irritation. And our practice itself is a chance to work on our personality. To teach ourselves to soften around the annoyances, the agitations, the frustrations. So we feel ease in the body, understanding and acceptance within our minds. To practice at oneself. It's a playing with your personality. We'll take 10 cycles of breath. Refreshing breath in. Cleansing breath out. Open up your eyes and make your way into your downward facing dog. Feel your way into your downward facing dog. Feel your way into your body and into your sensations. High plank. Right knee draws into the nose, pendulum it out to the right elbow. Draw it under the nose and pendulum it out to the elbow. Bring the back of the head up, the chin parallel to the chest. Runner's lunge, step the right foot wide of the right hand. Reach back through your left heel and lengthen through the crown of the head. Notice the weight on the palms of the hands, the weight between both legs. Use the breath to self-regulate, to self-soothe. Frog pose, left foot steps wide of the left hand. Lower the hips, get really heavy through your pelvic bowl, and then sway the weight from side to side. Draw the inner heels forward, the outer knees back. Rise up to mountain arms. Side body stretch up and over to the right on the diagonal. Left hand comes to left thigh, side body stretch up and over to the left. One more to each side, open up through the rib cage, draw the breath into the base of the lungs. Over to the left. Mountain arms, ground down through the feet. Horse, bend the knees, drop the tailbone in between your heels. Scoop the tailbone towards your nose, draw the shoulders back. Where can you soften around that irritation, that agitation? Take a breath in. A releasing breath out. Mountain arms. Lower down to half frog or half horse. One more time with the breath. pull it into the base of the spine. Sit all the way down into your frog. Plant the hands, come down onto the knees for tabletop. Right arm extends out, left leg extends out. Half frog. Draw the right elbow into the rib cage and the left knee up to hip height. Flex through the left foot. Bring equal weight into the right knee and the left palm. Spinal extension. Half frog. Spinal extension. Half frog and hold. Lift the left knee up towards the ceiling. Lean into the right inner thigh. Take a full breath in as you draw the right elbow up to shoulder height. Now how can you soften around this instability? The wobbles. Spinal extension. Modified side plank. Right hand's your foundation. Left fingers reach up to the ceiling. Lift the left foot, hip height, flex through the left heel. Reach the arm forward, elbow to knee and hold. Extend. Elbow to knee, draw the rib towards the hip. Keep the collarbones open and wide. Very nice. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shorten your side body. Draw the elbow to knee. Step the left foot forward, ground down through the left foot, open arm twist to the right. Scoop the left hip underneath you, get firm through the planting of the foot, press it into the outer shoulder and spiral the chest up towards the sky. Notice where the breath is landing in the lungs, filling up the right side body, squeezing it into the left side body. Unwind the spine. Grounded airplane. Bring your fingers on either side of the front foot. Right leg lifts up. Left foot grounds down. Grounded airplane. Dial your right toes down to the earth. Hug the left hip in. Self-soothe with the breath. Cleansing breath in. Clearing breath out. Low lunge. High plank, left foot meets the right. Downward facing dog. High plank. Left elbow draws into the knee. Left knee draws into the nose. Take it away, take it to the left elbow. That would be very challenging to do. Pendulum it from side to side. So the compensation is to look down, look behind you, look at your back thigh. Send the gaze right at the fingertips. Draw the front of the ribs towards the back of the body. Stabilize through the trunk. Step the left foot wide of the hand for runner's lunge. Pulse in. So if you're swaying at the low back, draw the hips up by lengthening out through the back leg. Narrow in through the front of your rib cage and fill the sides and back of the body up with breath. Frog pose, right foot steps wide of the hand. Stay active through the legs so we're not passively hanging into our low squat. So to activate, you draw the sit bones towards one another. Hug the outer hips in and the outer knees back. Rise up, mountain arms. Half horse or frog. 2 more times with breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out, sit all the way into frog pose. Plant the hands, tabletop. Spinal extension, left arm extends out, right leg extends back. Half frog, draw the elbow to the rib cage and the knee up to hip height. Spinal extension. Half frog, nice and slow. Right knee stays lifted at hip height if you can. Spinal extension. Half frog and hold. Are you self-regulating, self-soothing, and calming with the breath as you hold strong internally? Spinal extension, modified side plank, left hand's your foundation, right arm reaches up. Lift the right foot off the mat, lift it up to hip height. Fingers forward, elbow to knee and hold. Spinal extension. Elbow to knee and hold. Notice if you're leaning all the weight back onto the left hip, scoop that left hip up and under. Lengthen through the right leg. Elbow to knee and hold. Step the leg forward, open arm twist to the left. Stabilize through the right leg. Rotate the spine starting from its base, making your way up through the low belly, mid belly, rib cage, and finally the neck and the gaze. Spread that breath into the left lung. Squeeze it into the right. Take a full cycle in and out. Low lunge to grounded airplane. Square the chest. Right foot grounds down, left leg lifts up. Low lunge to downward facing dog. Cleansing breath in, clearing breath out. High plank. Side plank, right arm's your foundation. Elbow to knee and hold. Step the left leg forward. Extended side angle, open up to the right. Take a moment to set the lower body up. The left toes are pointing forward. The back foot is about 45-degree angle and you're pressing out through the edge, lifting up through the arch. Triangle pose. Left hip continues to tuck under. Extended side angle. Bend through the front knee. Triangle. Extended side. Triangle pose. Hug the left hip under. Airplane torso, low lunge. Pivot on the ball of the right foot. Reach the arms forward. Balance the head right in between the biceps. Narrow in through the front of the ribs. Take a full cycle in and out. Grounded airplane. Right toes dial down for a clean landing into low lunge up to crescent. Now scoop the energy of the tailbone underneath you right away so you're engaged through your pelvis and engaged through the lower body. Good. Now notice your personality. Check out your facial expressions. Are you really serious? Are you really focused? How can you soften? Breath in. Breath out. Low lunge. High plank. Heels glued together, feet go to a 45-degree angle. Hips to heels, frog at the back of your space. Narrow in through the front of the rib cage, draw the knees back and open up through the fascia, through the soles of your feet. Hold for 3 cycles of breath. Play with your personality, get to know yourself. Notice if you're getting defensive, if you're getting agitated, if you're ready to get out of the shape. High plank, side plank, left hand's your foundation. Elbow to knee and hold. Step it forward, extended side angle, open up to the left. Take a moment to set the lower body up. Scoop the right hip underneath you. Pressure out of the back foot. A lift through the inner arch. Triangle pose. Extended side. Triangle. Extended side. Triangle pose. Airplane torso, low lunge. Find that pivot on the back foot. Reach the arms forward and narrow in through the front of the ribs. That'll give you support. The front body will support the lengthening and the widening of the back body. Grounded airplane. Left toes point down. Low lunge, crescent, rise up. Rib cage slides down. Breath travels into the pelvis and roots you down through the legs into the soles of the feet. Low lunge. High plank. Heels glued together, frog at the your space and hold. Send the shoulders wide, the rib cage back, the sit bones together. Self-soothe with your breath. Regulate your emotions. Learn your personality. High plank, side plank, right hand's your foundation, elbow to knee and hold. Step it forward, extended side angle, nice Heidi. Triangle pose. Reach into the outer right hip, really lift it up towards the ceiling. Keep that reach into the hip. Extended side angle into a half moon prep. You'll teeter-totter the weight from the front of the body to the back of the body. Stabilizing on one leg, front and back. Play around. Then hold your half moon. Keep lifting up into the right hand, reaching long through the right foot, and finding your sense of grounding through your stabilizing leg. Extended side angle. Lovely, everyone. Triangle pose. Airplane torso, low lunge. Grounded airplane. Nice, Kathy. Stretch the feet away from one another. Point the toes down, crescent. Open arm twist to the left. Reach back through the left fingertips. Lean the rib cage back. Take those self-soothing breaths in and out. Cleansing breath in. Clearing breath out. Unwind, low lunge. High plank. Heels glue, frog at the back of your space. High plank. Frog. Try to keep the heels glued together. High plank. Wrap the outer thighs. Frog. High plank. Release the heels, lower the belly down to the mat. Stack the palms on top of one another, draw the heels to touch. Lift the thigh bones off of the mat. Ground down through the forehead, you'll lower and lift. The pubic bone stays grounded. The sides of the hips stay grounded, but the thigh bones are lifting off the mat. You're extending the thigh bones up towards the ceiling. You'll feel a nice wrapping of the muscle, the tissue towards the bone, a strengthening occurring down the length of your spine. Keep the thigh bones off of the mat. Press into your heels to intensify that active resistance you're creating. Notice the feelings and thoughts that might surface and self-regulate. You're holding strong for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. High plank. Side plank. Left hand is your foundation. Elbow to knee and hold. Step it forward. Extended side angle. Triangle pose. Extended side angle into your half moon prep. Teeter the weight forward and back. So play with your personality. What scares you? What makes you nervous about just teetering the weight forward and back? What's scary about being imbalanced? Half moon, hold. Reach long through the left arm, long through the left leg. Extended side angle. Very nice. Triangle pose. Airplane torso, low lunge. Grounded airplane. Lift up with the left thigh, point the left toes down. Crescent. Open arm twist to the right. Scoop the tailbone underneath you, reach back with the right fingers, and lean the rib cage back slightly. Nice, Kathy. Clearing breath in, cleansing breath out. Unwind, low lunge, high plank, heels glued together. Try to keep the gaze at your fingertips so the neck doesn't drop. Frog pose, back of your space. Keep pressing into those heels, drawing the knees wide, spreading the low back. High plank, nice, Erin. Frog. High plank. Frog. High plank and hold. Release the heels, lower the belly all the way down to the mat. Draw the knees wide, bring the heels to touch and the elbows towards the base of the ribs. Forehead is grounded down onto the mat. Now you're going to peel the chest off the mat, come up to balance right where the sternum stops and the ribs have a nice space. The floating ribs, you're going to balance on that space, reach the arms forward, then pull the elbows back to the base of the ribs. Reach, now gaze down at your mat, not to kink the neck. Reach the arms forward and draw the elbows back in. So you're holding your extension in the upper part of the spine, balancing on the soft flesh below the sternum. Now hold the elbows in, lift the upper body, lift one more rib off the mat, squeeze in through the heels, soften through the neck. Breath in, breath out. Release, high plank. Side plank, right hand is your foundation. Elbow to knee and hold. Step it forward, extended side angle. Nice, Anina, beautiful transition. You knew I was coming for you. Triangle. Extended side. Triangle. Half bind. Top arm comes to the low back. Press the lower body forward and the upper body back. Extended side angle into full bind. Bound triangle, straighten through the front leg. Lean the torso back. Soften into your restriction, soften into the bind. Breath in, breath out. Release the blind, airplane torso, low lunge. Focus your gaze, grounded airplane. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Point the toes down, crescent. Open arm twist to the left. Peaceful warrior, left hand comes to the right thigh. Take the hand on the thigh to encourage the right hip forward. How is the breath traveling into your lungs? How are you self-regulating? Low lunge. High plank. Heels glue. Frog at the back of your space. Lower the knees all the way down to the mat. Bring the right chest stretch. Now stabilize through the shoulder complex by pressing the palm of the hand into the mat. Balancing the weight evenly on the left side body. You can stay right here or reach around for a quadricep stretch. Right hand grabs for the right foot. Lots of stability occurring down that left side body so you're not wiggling forward and back. Breath in. Distribute that sensation down the length of the thigh. Breath in, open up through the quadricep, the top of the thigh. Breath out. Release. Belly to the mat. High plank. Side plank, left hand is your foundation. Elbow to knee and hold. Step it forward, extended side angle. Triangle pose. Half bind. Lower body leans forward, upper body leans back. So you're looking for a midline. Where the hips, the shoulders, the feet and the head all line up. Bound triangle. Airplane torso low lunge. Grounded airplane. Bring some weight into the right heel. Lift the right sit bone up to the sky. Crescent. Oh, I think we did this side twice. My bad. We'll do the other side twice. Open arm twist to the left. No, we were right. All right. Open arm twist to the right. Right hand to left thigh. Encourage that left thigh forward and the waist, the trunk of the body back. Inhale. Exhale. Check in with your personality. Are you present or are you distracted? Release, low lunge, high plank, heels glued together, frog at the back of your space. Lower the knees wide to the sides of the mat. Bring the left elbow to the left knee, lift the foot off of the earth. Take the hand to the outer hip, to the side body, and notice the engagement of the tissues around the outer thigh, deep glutes, and into the obliques. If you don't feel that sensation happening, just visualize it. That just starts to turn on the nerves, the receptors that feed the tissues. Lift the foot up. Extend the right arm long, shoulder height, or down by the hip if there's any pinching. Up and over with the left foot. Stabilize the right side body, especially the shoulder. Press down through the palm of the hand. Quadricep stretch. Left hand reaches around the foot. Creating mobility around that shoulder as you work to stabilize and stretch it simultaneously. Open up through the top of the quad, take a full cycle in and a full cycle out. Release, belly to the earth. Hands under the shoulders, curl the toes, high side plank, right hand is your foundation. Elbow to knee and hold. Step it forward, extended side angle. Half moon. Nice, Wendy. Elbow to knee. Lengthen. Elbow to knee. rib to hip. Keep it. The torso parallel so you're not falling forward, but you're opening up. You're drawing the rib towards the hip. Hold the elbow to knee. Keep the expansion across the chest. Hug in through your left hip. Take a full cycle of breath in and out. Extended side angle. Triangle pose. Half bind. Extended side angle, full bind. Bound half moon. Play with teetering the weight on that forward leg. And this is a great place to check in with your personality. Do you just go for it? Or do you think about all the consequences? Do you let fear stop you? 2 more breaths to play around. Nice, Heidi. We'll meet an extended side angle. Now, how quickly can you let that go? Triangle pose. Airplane torso half moon. So airplane torso low lunge. Grounded airplane. Standing splits. Walk the hand back to the left ankle. Keep reaching up with the right inner thigh. Breath in. Breath out. Right foot meets the left, forward fold. Hips lower down to the heels. Boat pose. Take the feet, bring them shoulder width distance. Curl the tailbone towards the crown of the head. Rock the spine back and roll it forward. Massaging through the flexion of your spine. Notice any chunks, any clunking, and try to smooth those out with your breath. And then you'll hold your boat pose. Take a moment to gaze at yourself in the mirror. Check in with your personality. Are you distracted by other people's shapes, other people's postures? Are you serious? Are you calm? Are you annoyed? Upper and lower body, lower down at the same time. Nice and slow. Left leg long, half happy baby, right hand into the right foot. Draw the knee to the earth, lengthen out through the left leg. Straighten and bend through the right knee. Continue to reach out through that left leg so we don't tuck into that pelvis, but we're still creating space across the front of the body. Bend the knee, half archers roll up. Exhale out the breath, press into the hand, roll yourself up. Nice, Martina. Take the hands behind the hips, figure 4. Rock the weight from sit bone to sit bone. And as you rock the weight, let the pelvis go with you so you get a rotation and a loosening up of the lower back. Bring that loosening up all the way to the mid-back, upper back. Notice how the rib cage follows along with that rotation. Figure 4 or next stage, grab for the leg, rock it back and forth. Right hand comes to the inside of the right thigh, left hand to the outer edge of the foot, compass pose. Gaze underneath the left armpit. You're stable through the right shoulder. And take 3 breaths. Play with your personality. Allow the breath to soothe you, to soften you into your sensations, your state of mind. Release, extend the left leg long, single leg forward fold. Exhale out the breath. Walk the hands back, half pigeon. Swing the left leg around. Walk the hands forward and soften in. With your personality, notice if you're checking out, if passive postures become a place of distraction. And instead, can you develop concentration and focus, pulling yourself back into presence and your relationship to presence. How you view it, how you feel it. 2 more cycles of breath. Walk the hands back. Curl the back toes underneath you. Downward facing dog. Frog at the back of your space. Lower the knees all the way down to the mat. Bring the hands under the shoulders or the forearms under the shoulders. Release through the heels and lift up through your internal rotation. This time the pelvis has a chance to rotate with the thigh bone. Maybe your hand reaches for the foot and you find a deeper end range. After you've balanced yourself out, you'll lower down onto the forearms and we're going to create some active resistance in the inner thighs and groins. So energetically press into the inner knees and then draw the inner knees towards one another so you get a nice firm base underneath the pelvis. Feed that engagement with the breath for 2 more cycles. And then release that engagement and come into a passive prone frog. And feel the difference between the 2. Which one does your personality prefer? Remind yourself both have their benefits. Inhale. Exhale. You'll walk the hands underneath the shoulders, draw the knees underneath the hips, downward facing dog. To high plank. Left arm is your foundation, side plank. Back to the engagement, elbow to knee and hold. Step it forward, extended side angle. Triangle pose. Extended side angle into half moon. Elbow to knee. Lengthen forward. Elbow to knee. Try not to cave in through the chest. Hold the elbow to knee. Lengthen. Elbow to knee and hold. Work for that midline. Scoop the right hip underneath you. Lift the left knee up. Extended side angle. Triangle pose. Half bind. Extended side angle. Full bind. Into half moon. Bound. 3 breaths to play around. Very nice. Extended side angle. Release the bind, triangle pose. Airplane torso low lunge. Grounded airplane. Standing splits. Lean the weight into the right midline. Lift up through the left thigh. Full breaths in and out. Forward fold, left leg meets the right. Hips lower down to the mat. Boat pose. Upper and lower body lower at the same time. Left hand grabs for the left foot. Lengthen long through the right leg. Bend and straighten through the through the left leg. Half happy baby, prepping for compass pose. Archers roll up, press into the left foot, kick into the foot to roll yourself up, figure 4. Static figure 4 or move the hips, rotate through the spine and through the rib cage. Find what feels good in your body. Next stage. Grab for the foot and the knee, rock it back and forth. Left hand comes to the inside of the left leg, stabilize. Right hand to the outside of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand, arms not moving. Look underneath the right armpit for compass pose. 3 breaths. So can you soften around that anxiety, that fear of moving into something that's uncomfortable? Soften your personality. Exhale out the breath. Release, right leg long, forward fold. Walk the hands up, make your way into pigeon. Notice the felt sense within the body, the state of the mind. Exhale out the air. Walk the hands up. Roll the back toes underneath you. Downward facing dog. How does this downward facing dog feel different than your first? Have you worked through any of that agitation, any of that frustration? Have you softened into your personality? Slow steps, walk the feet to meet your hands. Bring the hips to the heels. Lower yourself all the way down onto your back. Happy babies or any other posture that the body is for. And when you're ready, you'll make your way into your final Shavasana. Pay attention to all the ways your practice was transformative. Gentle movements back into the body. And when you're ready, come into a fetal position on either side of your space. Self-reflecting is a chance to practice at our personality. To continue to refine the qualities that are pure and true, that bring us closer to connection, closer to wholeness. And start to soften around those that disconnect us. When you're ready, make your way up into your seat, finding a gentle gaze or closed eyes. Draw your hands to your heart space. Check in with the physical body, the mental body, your energetic body, your spirit. Self-reflection has a way of transforming. It's an experience you have to have yourself. We'll seal in the practice with 3 breaths together. Exhale the air. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Sealing in the practice with light, love, gratitude, and grace. Namaste. Well done, everybody. Did we work through some of that agitation and annoyance? Yes, a little bit.